Hello everyone, this is Sri Lakshmi here presenting before you class 64 of Kerala PSC HSA English. Next topic is transcription from the module Linguistics, Phonetics and History of Language. Phonetic transcription is a device which is useful in overcoming the difficulties caused by the disparity between spelling and pronunciation. It has often been defined as a kind of alphabetic writing in which each letter represents one sound and never any other. One sound, one symbol. This, however, is not an accurate definition since often the same symbol represents slightly variant forms of a speech sound. Thus, the k sound at the beginning of key and also at the beginning and end of cook are represented by the symbol k, k sound. But actually, these k's are they differ slightly from each other. The difference being determined by their phonetic context, that is, the other sounds adjacent to them. The two k's are different allophones of the phoneme k sound, but these variant forms are represented by the same symbol. Transcriptions may be phonemic, broad, or allophonic, narrow. A phonemic or broad transcription is based on the principle one symbol per phoneme, in which the smallest number of symbols are used, most of which are letters of the Roman alphabet. Slight phonetic variations are not indicated by any signs. Thus, the same symbol per is used whether it is aspirated or not. But from its context of occurrence, it can be assumed whether it is the aspirated variant or not. Next is the allophonic or narrow transcription. In an allophonic or narrow transcription, extra symbols are used to denote all the features of sounds that are implied by the convention in broad transcription. The extra symbols used for indicating information about allophonic features are called diacritics. Thus, aspirated p is indicated as f and dark l sound as that sign. A letter for letter equivalent method of writing by using the alphabet of another language is called transliteration. Examples are pena for pen, casera for chair, ana for elephant. Next is International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA. It has symbols to represent all the sounds existing in the languages of the world. This alphabet is based on the Roman alphabet. But since the 26 letters of the Roman alphabet, A to Z, are not sufficient to represent all the sounds, additional symbols are included and the existing ones suitably modified. So that's all about transcription. You should be well versed with the symbols of the 44 phonemes, the vowels and consonants, and should also know how to transcribe words and sentences. In the exam, they will not ask for you to transcribe, but options will be given to choose a correct one. So you should know how that process is. So next we are moving on to the module Modern English Usage, and today's topic is language functions. A language function refers to what people do with language as they engage with content and interact with others. Functions represent the active use of language for a specific purpose. Language functions express ideas, communicate with others, how to communicate with others and show understanding of content in different situations. So there are a variety of examples for language functions: expressing needs and likes, describing people, places, and things, describing spatial and temporal relations, describing actions, comprehending text or speech, retelling or relating past events, making claims, making predictions, asking informational questions, asking clarifying questions, expressing and supporting opinions, comparing, contrasting, summarizing, persuading, defending, analyzing, describing cause and effect, drawing conclusions, defining, explaining, generalizing, evaluating, interpreting, sequencing, hypothesizing and speculating, and summarizing. So, all these functions are done in our life for some specific purposes, and it is very important to use the language purposefully in a very correct manner and in an intelligible way. So, what you can do is research on these different kinds of language functions, and you will get n number of examples. Then you will realize the difference between all these language functions. So, that's all for today. Thank you.